So why is conversion tracking important? Conversion tracking allows advertisers to see the keywords, ads, ad groups and campaigns that are most effective at generating the desired customer activity. It allows you to calculate the return on investment and make wiser decisions about allocating your budget. Use smart bidding strategies, for example, maximize conversions, target cost per acquisition and target return on advertising spend that automatically manage bidding and placements. And see how customers are interacting with your ads on one device or browser but converting on another. So how does conversion tracking work? To use conversion tracking, you must first define a conversion action in your Google Ads account. A conversion action is someone performing a specific task on your site. For example, making a purchase or signing up for a newsletter. Conversion tracking can be used to track several kinds of actions. Website actions are purchases, sign-ups or other actions that customers complete on your website. Phone calls is when a customer places a call directly from your ad, either calling a number on your website or clicking on a phone number on your mobile phone. Ad installs is when a customer clicks on an ad and installs an Android or iOS app or performs another activity on those apps. Import is where customer activity begins online but finishes offline. For example, when a customer clicks on an ad and submits an inquiry on a form but later makes a purchase online. For example, if you were selling a car, you would click on and make an inquiry online, go into the showroom and buy the car, and that could be traced back to the Google ad. Local actions are actions which are tracked when a user interacts with an ad that is specific to a physical location or shop. So what is the conversion tracking process? The conversion tracking process works slightly differently depending on the conversion source. These are Google Tag. You add a code snippet called a Google Tag to your website or mobile app code. When a customer clicks on your advert on Google Search or the Google Display Network, or views a video ad, a small file known as a cookie is temporarily placed on their computer or mobile device. When they do the conversion action, Google's system recognizes the cookie and records a conversion. So a classic example of this would be if someone clicks on a shopping ad, they will go through to your website, add something to the basket. If they go right the way through to the end of the purchasing process, the code on that page, which is managed by the Google Tag Manager, will send a signal to Google that a purchase has been made, and it will show up as a conversion in your Google Ads account. Tracking for some types of conversion events does not require a tag. For example, tracking phone calls uses a Google forwarding number to track when a call comes from an ad. This allows tracking details such as call duration, call start and end times, and the caller's area code. No cracking code is needed to track app downloads or in-app purchases from Google Play. Also, local actions will be automatically recorded as conversions. To set up a new conversion actions, go to the Tools and Settings menu and click Conversions. Then click on New Conversion Action. You'll then have a choice of the type of conversion you want to choose. So let's choose a website conversion. So this is for online sales, web clicks, page views or signups. I'm going to enter the URL first of the site that we are looking to set up. So I'm going to enter my website and scan it to see if it's already got the tag set up on it. Then it's going to ask us to create a conversion manually to access custom features. So if we're going to click on Add Manual Conversion here. First thing you need to do is select Goal and Optimization. So in this case, we're going to choose a purchase, but you could also choose an action like Add to Basket, Subscribe, or also Capture a Lead. So we're going to choose Purchase. We're going to call this the test conversion. And then we have a number of different options we need to fill in regards to how the conversion is calculated. The first one we need to enter is how we calculate the conversion value. So the options are use the same value for each conversion, use different values for each conversion, or don't use a value for your conversion. Conversion values enable you to measure the effectiveness of your ad campaign. By assigning values to conversions, you understand the value that is generated and not just the number of transactions. You will also be able to understand the return on investment of your advertising efforts. So you will need this if you're using return on advertising spend, bidding, or maximize conversion value. If you are recording leads where you have you want to assign the same value for each conversion, and you may want to choose the same value each conversion option, and you can then assign a value. If you're using different values for each conversion, so for example, if you have an e-commerce site where there's lots of different products and lots of different values, this is where you'll want to choose. You can also choose a default value. And finally, don't use a value for conversion action. That's not recommended because it won't give you any useful data for which to optimize your campaigns. Secondly, the count. For any conversion action, you can count every conversion that occurs after the interaction or only one conversion. The every conversion option counts every conversion that occurs after an ad interaction. This is the best choice if every sale brings value to your business. So for example, if you are an e-commerce site and every sale that you make is an incremental revenue, then this is what you want to choose. If you are a company which is getting leads, then someone will click on the ad once, and then you'll have one lead from the ad. You're unlikely to get more leads from a single click. So that's when you would want to select the one option. The click-through conversion window determines how long after the initial click you want to record a conversion. Sometimes online conversions can happen within a day, but often conversions can occur up to 90 days after the click. Defining your conversion window governs how these conversions are recorded. Your choice of time between impression and conversion affects the value seen in your account. This can have a number of effects. It can affect how you compare performance between different time periods. When you're comparing recent performance to past performance, your recent performance may not look as good as some people who clicked on your ad have not converted yet. It also may affect your bid simulation estimates. So if your customers take a long time to convert, conversion estimates will not be available in the bid simulator. So what you should do is you should look in Google Analytics to see how often after the initial click people generally convert, and make sure that your conversion window is long enough. There are three types of conversion window that can be defined. The click-through conversion window, that is conversions that happen after a person interacts with your ad, for example, clicking on it. The engaged view conversion window, this is how long to track conversions after a video engagement. And view-through conversion window, a person may see your ad and not interact with it, then convert later. This is called a view-through conversion. The final option to set is the attribution model. Before making a purchase or other conversion action, customers may interact with several ads from an advertiser. Attributions model define how much credit each interaction gets for your conversions. Attribution models can better understand the performance of your advertising and can allow you to optimize across conversion journeys. The most commonly used attribution model is last click, which assigns all the credit for conversion to the last click ad or keyword. However, last click ignores all the other ad interactions. Attribution models give you control of the credit that each ad interaction is assigned for your conversion. This has the following benefits. Reach customers at the beginning of their purchase cycle and identify opportunities to advertise to customers early on their path to conversion. Optimize your bidding based on better understanding of your ad's performance. There are several different options for attribution models. Last click is where all the credit for the conversion is awarded to the last clicked ad and corresponding keyword. First click is where the conversion is awarded to the first clicked ad and corresponding keyword. Linear. This model distributes credit for all conversion equally across all ad interactions on the path. Time decay. This model assigns more credit to ad interactions close to the conversion. The credit is assigned using a 7-day half-life. That is, an ad interaction 8 days before conversion gets half the credit of an interaction 1 day before. Position-based. This model gives 40% of the credit to the first and last ad interactions, and the remaining 20% is spread across other interactions on the path. And finally, and this is the default option, data-driven. Data-driven is where Google uses its machine learning to most appropriately assign the conversion to the best advert in order to maximize performance. So once you've set this up, you click Done, and then Save and Continue. Then this will ask you to set up the Google tag. So we click Set Up. And you have the options to use a Google tag you already have or install a Google tag. In this case, we've already set up a Google tag, so we're going to select this Google tag. And then obviously if you don't have the Google tag installed, you would need to install it separately, but in this case it's already been installed, and click Confirm and Done. And that conversion will then appear in your list of conversions. You'll be able to start seeing conversion data for that conversion event. Installing the conversion tracking code is specific to the web platform you're using. You can find instructions if you go to the list of conversion actions and click on a conversion. If you then click on Tag Setup, you can get the code for installing the tag yourself, and there's some instructions there. You can email the tag to the person who will be installing it, or you can use the Google Tag Manager, which is a separate Google application, and you will put the conversion ID and conversion label into Google Tag Manager, which will be integrated with your site, and then the conversions will start recording.